Welcome back to The Joy of Vinyl. I'm Rick Coste. A while back, I produced a video about cleaning your stylus. At the time, I indicated that I use a stylus brush. I still recommend purchasing one. They're great and you can't go wrong with them. Recently, however, I've noticed an odd trend, whereas little dust fibers were not being removed, so I'd spend a little extra time cleaning the stylus. I don't know if it has to do with the weather, the fact that maybe we keep our windows open in the summer, or even something else. I started to look again at the different solutions that are out there. You'll hear and you'll see or read that you should avoid a wet brush solution that contains alcohol, as it might deteriorate the binding agent that's used to keep the diamond attached to the cantilever. You'll also see folks recommending the Onzo Zero Dust. I used to use one of these myself until I think it was about a year ago. A bit of controversy sprung up around it, having to do with the chance of residue from the Zero Dust getting on your stylus. I don't know if it's true or not, but when it comes to my records, I tend to err on the side of caution. As I started to research again, I kept coming across one particular method that I have to admit I at first laughed at. But I saw it often enough that I began to become intrigued. And it's much cheaper than anything else out there. It's this. Now, I know I just made some of you cringe. I did too, seriously. If there were concerns about residue being left behind by, some of the other stylus cleaning methods, then surely this had to be worse. It's a chemical company who makes it. Who knows what type of chemicals it's infused with? But I was wrong. This little sponge does not contain any chemicals. I was shocked. Now, we use it to clean our shower stalls. So how can it not contain chemicals and cleaning agents? As with everything I encountered that I don't understand, I did a bit of research. And this is what I found out. Magic erasers are made out of a substance called melamine foam. Maybe it's melamine. I'll say melamine. If you read about it, you'll hear it referred to as melamine resin or melamine formaldehyde. Aha! Formaldehyde. That's a chemical. Gotcha, magic eraser. But no, I didn't get them. It contains the word formaldehyde, but it's not the chemical itself. It's also non-toxic. You can swallow it. Although I don't advise doing so because, well, it's a sponge. So how does this thing work? When the process that cures the melamine or melamine resin into foam, it becomes extremely hard. Think of it like spongy sandpaper in a sense. But it's flexible due to it being foam, and it's so densely packed with tiny melamine strands that it practically pulls dirt, stains, and other particles into it. It really is kind of like magic, thus the name magic eraser. But it's not. It's just a super dense sponge that's extremely effective at removing stains and grime. It can also remove dust and particles from your stylus. But please don't use it wet when doing this. Please, just use it dry. To get started, all you need is a sliver, a thin sliver. Here I am cutting it like a piece of cheese. I sliced it thin enough so that it will sit on the turntable when I clean the stylus without being too high. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. Because I recently did this to clean my Ortofon bronze on my main turntable, it wouldn't be a good demonstration because it's, well, clean now. So for this, I turned to the Ortofon red on my old U-turn turntable. This also wasn't very dirty as I don't use it much, but it's still worth the demo. I also bought this neat little gadget to show the before and after. It's a digital microscope. It's not an expensive one. I think I got this one for less than 30 bucks, and it really punches well above its price point. So let's take a look at what the stylus looked like before encountering the magic eraser. It's not really that bad, right? You can see some dust particles and a small strand or two of particulates. So to clean it, just place the sliver of magic eraser on your platter and gently lower the stylus onto it. You don't want to wipe it back and forth or anything like that. Just drop and lift. 3 to 4 times should be more than enough for the little strands of melamine or melamine, I still don't know, melamine foam to capture what's on it. So let's take a look. Pretty good. Particulate's gone. Crazy, right? Color me impressed. I also suspect it does a better job than most, if not all, other solutions. Now, should you use it every time you play a record? Well, that's completely up to you. From what I've seen, it won't hurt anything. Personally, I've decided I'll do it at least once a week. Between a melamine cleaning, I'll continue to use my trusty little stylus brush. And considering how thin that you slice the magic eraser and how many times you use it, one foam brush could conceivably last years. Thanks, Mr. Clean. I know. I still find it weird that I'm advocating a magic eraser to clean styluses, but I am wholeheartedly. And believe me, if I had any reservations, I wouldn't even consider it. I'd run in the opposite direction. So, what about you? What do you think of this, and what methods do you use, and have you ever tried this one? Leave comments here or contact me at the website at joyofvinyl.com. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, please take care of yourself and enjoy your records.